Morning, church. What God cannot do. Okay, I'm called Dr. Ntoko Vivian. I flew in from Paris just to come and be in the presence of God. Thank God for journey mercies. That's the first testimony, because me traveling to come to Nigeria was hell, but God did it for me peacefully, peaceful trip. So I have multiple testimonies, but before, I was like battered. I've been in Europe for more than like 20 years. I had nothing to show for it. I had a very difficult divorce situation with children, nothing to show. It came to a point where I had like the minimum wage. In Paris, if you're a French national, they can give you like 400, 500 euros if you don't have a job. So that's what I had to live with my children. I was living on beignet, puff puff, and fried rice. You know, it was really that bad. Through it all, after the divorce or during the divorce, I enrolled into a PhD program. God saw me through that program. I didn't have scholarship, nothing, no scholarship for the program. I was leaving Paris, traveling to Germany for 12 hours on a bus, the cheapest means of transport. And along the line, people were, by the grace of God, teachers, they started supporting me. I stopped using the bus called Flixbus to Germany. Now I started taking TGV. Therefore means my level changed. Paid by the school, I don't know how. My school fees was paid, I don't know how. If the school doesn't give me food, I will not eat. Everything was all about grace. And I graduated 3 years exactly until the professor said they'll write a letter to tell the other PhD students if they don't graduate, they will leave because of me. My graduation was sponsored by teachers. That's my background. That's where I'm coming from. Fast forward, I graduated in the heart of COVID. I didn't even know how to live. I was only telling God, even these 400, 500 euros that they are giving me, if you don't give me a job, they will cut it. I don't want to beg. I don't have a husband with me with my children. I don't want to beg. God came through for me. I started having interviews, but it was not easy. It was not easy for me. When I had one interview, I attended the first interview. No, I had the first interview with UNESCO. They sent me the link 1 hour before interview time. That interview was cancelled. A few weeks later, they re-advertised the job. I said, but what is this? This one cannot be normal. Another interview with big organizations always in Germany. First interview was good. Second one was good. And with this at PhD level, doctorate level, really have to prepare for interviews. I spent all my time. When I was waiting for the final results, one night I was sleeping. I was lying on my bed. Somebody entered my room. I was sleeping. I saw somebody on the telephone talking. In my room, I have my reading table. Since I was doing PhD, I was always reading in my room. That person left my bed, my pillow, and went and sat there. The next morning, it was rejection. That's when I knew that this matter is not an easy one. In PG, we say this matter now not be small matter. I said, okay, I call my junior brother, my direct follower in Italy, in Kume. These are my experiences. My brother said, there is a prayer altar. He has said about it. Grand said, if we say, yeah, try it. I said, okay, I will try. The first time, Papa was, my faith will work for you. Papa was crying. The thought that came to my mind was, this altar that are begging people, if your faith is not strong, therefore they are begging me to take testimony, I'll wait here. I stayed there. Along the line, I had another interview. That interview was supposed to take place at 9 a.m. I wrote 10 a.m. I got up at 4 a.m. to revise before the interview. I connected to NSPPD at 7 a.m. After that, I felt tired. I wanted to sleep a bit. Something told me, no, don't sleep. I got up, entered the bathroom, Something told me sleep. Another thing was telling me, don't sleep. I said, okay, I followed the voice that told me, don't sleep. I went to my living room, sat on the table with papers. I wanted to revise. Something told me, but check that link again that they sent to you and the interview time. It was already past 9. That interview was not 10 o'clock. It was 9 o'clock. Through the papers that were in front of me, I connected. Madam, we have been looking for you. Where have you been? I said, okay. I gave what I had to tell them, what came to my mouth, I told them. The interview was going. The interview, even some questions, I don't even know why I was giving the right answer. But in my mind, what God cannot do does not exist. When the interview finished, I said, okay, this one that Papa said we should write testimonies, I've written. So since I had one of my first daughter is in a boarding school, the other one is in primary. On Fridays, I'll pick my daughter up from a boarding school. So I always play NSPP on my mobile phone. So if my mobile phone stops, maybe I have a call, an urgent call. So while NSPPD was playing, I was busy with my house chores. I saw a missed call. This missed call, where is it from? A foreign number. I had to call that number. A lady picked it up. Madam, that's your interview with World Food Program in regional office in Dakar. I was there. I just want to inform you that you have been selected, but I'm not supposed to inform you. Wait until the human resource tells you. I said, okay, thank you. I shouted, but now that I've said she was not supposed to announce, so me too, I was not supposed to announce. I was there, but the joy was just bubbling inside me. That is how I got my first UN position as a regional advisor for 19 countries. For 19 countries. I went to the regional office in Dakar, World Food Program, as a regional advisor on environmental and social safeguards. As I arrived there, the battle started. The same lady who told me that, Madam, that job is for you, told me, hey, this is your position. Nobody stays here for 6 months, so I'll even help you to be proposing you other positions. I told the lady that this is my own. My contract is 11 months. Consultancy, I'll go up to the end of this contract. She said, no, nobody has died. It's been 6 months. I said, I will go to the end of that position. That is how the battle started. And then with the UN, it's based on your performance. I had to be going on missions and everything. Missions, everything was blocked. The first mission that I had to go with another colleague, it was on a Thursday. We came to the office to prepare for the mission. In the UN, you have big offices with shared space and everything. That fateful Thursday morning, I came to the office. I sat on a chair. Coincidentally, it was that lady's chair. You can sit anywhere. At around 2 o'clock, my colleague with whom I was supposed to go on mission, we said, okay, let's go and withdraw money, do some shopping, so that because we were supposed to leave on Friday morning. When I got up, this leg like this inside, I could not walk. What is happening, Vivian? You don't want to go on mission? I said, I want to go, but I'm not feeling fine. I was just struggling. We went to the bank. I just knew that, okay, because early morning at times I go out for walk, for sports. Yeah, so maybe it was like something in my leg because of sports, But Friday morning, same thing. But I had to go. We went. I was limping on this left leg. It was not going. When you touch the leg, I don't feel pains. But when I stand up to walk, that's where you know that I cannot be leather. But nobody will understand me. So we went to work in an area where the temperature was like, they call it Matam, 45 degrees, with farmers and everything. I could not walk. There are no trees. I would cry, I would sob, I would be limping. But I had to hold my courage. Fortunately for me, it was the first ever NSPPD conference in the UK. So Saturday, I didn't have time to follow it. On Sunday, I was led by the Spirit, play NSPPD. In my hotel room, I played NSPPD. I was led by the Spirit again. Take that mobile phone. I took the mobile phone, I placed it on my leg. I could hear my legs trembling. That's why I knew this is not an ordinary thing, because my leg was basically shaking. Then the thought that came to me was the valley of dry bones, Ezekiel. I said, okay, these bones, they are lying in now. Nothing missing, nothing broken. Monday morning, we're supposed to leave the hotel late to travel back to Dakar, where our office was. So we had time for breakfast and everything. I connected to NSPPD. As Pastor Jerry was praying, my phone was, I put it over, the phone too is shaking. The phone is trembling, I knew that my healing has come. Okay, when we left there, we have the hospital called L'Hôpital Madeleine Hospital, just besides I told the driver, take my bag to the, I went to the hospital, they did x-ray, nothing. I said, okay, see, that is how I got my healing. And the pain disappeared, no tablets, the doctor, the x-ray, nothing, they didn't see anything. That is how the pain disappeared. Amidst all the challenges, I went to the end of this contract for 11 months without any problem. I don't have to, for the sake of time in between, I cannot say other things that are really, really enriching. After the 11 months contract, it's like with the World Food Program, you have what we call break-in service, BIS, and then they have to renew your contract. It was like back and forth. I traveled back to Paris to meet my family. Why there, Amara Onyewe was on the mood at that time. When Papa will be talking Amara Onyewe, I'll be looking at him, you answer me. Amara Onyewe, you answer me. Okay. So while there, I was still waiting for my contract renewal, but I was connected in prayers. One of my very good friends, my best and my sister, she lost the father and the sister at the same time. So I had to accompany her to Cameroon for those two burials. While on the plane, I was like, I downloaded prayers. While on the plane, I had my ears set and everything. It's like I was in a trance sleeping. That's why I saw Papa and Pastor AK. They joined their legs together and they showed me a cup. And then I knew my breakthrough has come. Immediately I returned from that burial. I saw job alert in the morning. You know, when they look for you on LinkedIn, they send a message, will come, appear in your email. We've been looking for you. Where have you been? I went on LinkedIn, send us your CV. I sent my CV. Immediately I sent my CV. 1 hour, 30 minutes. Vivian, are you ready for an interview? I said, interview in Congo. I don't even know. They sent like project documents and everything. 1 hour, 30 minutes. I don't even have time to read them. Okay, I connected for the interview. One lady who interviewed me like some 2 years ago, I don't know her. She's the one who recommended me for that job. That is how in the space of 1 hour, 30 minutes, I got another better paid position than the one that was even in the UK. And I had to move now to Kinshasa because I work in Kinshasa as an expatriate now. I had to move now to Kinshasa, Congo, Kinshasa as an expatriate, a better paid job, the salary, nothing to compare with, service car and everything. So while in Kinshasa too, you know, I went through a lot, but I've always, because for the sake of time, I've went through a lot of challenges, but the God of Pastor Jerry has gone ahead of me. So when I came back now, I'm currently on holidays. Something just told me, travel to Nigeria, because I hardly travel to Nigeria. I said, when I told my children that my friend, I'll travel, you travel, pay a flight ticket to go to Nigeria. I said, I will do. I paid flight ticket. That's how I had another interview again. So a series of testimonies. And when I did the first one, Vivian. The second one, I said, okay, this second one, I don't have time for you people. My God has told me that where mercy is coming, I should come back to my mercy roots. I said, so this is my flight ticket. You people should wait until when I will come back from Nigeria. So I want to I've come to, for me, it's a testimony. It's really Thanksgiving because I can't say everything here because of time. I've come from far. In Paris, they are using me as an example. For a single mother to become a doctor and with the positions I've had, I've bought land, I can build a house, whatever type of house I want. I send my children. I don't have stress in my life. And I think because of Pastor Jerry, because of this prayer altar, I've known that God is God. God is not man. If we hold on to God, God is capable to do above all what we expect. I've come like that one leper. For long, I've been worshiping online. I've come. This is a very special day. I've taken 4 days off to come and be in the presence of the Lord because God deserves more than this. So I want to thank all of you for all what you've been doing. Pastor Jerry, thank you. Whenever you're praying, I'll look at you in the eyes. You don't see us. You told me you see me, hand of God. I know the hand of God is upon me because on board that flight, you told me the hand of God is upon me. That there was somebody besides me. You said, don't look at that man, I should look at you. From that day, I know that I shouldn't look at man, I should look at God. Now I know that God has me in his hands. Thank you so much, and may God continue to bless us all. Bye-bye.